Remove your troops now. That's the message Russia just sent to Europe, as Moscow suddenly jumps into President Trump's explosive Greenland showdown with NATO. Over the weekend, a stunning warning came from Kirill Dmitriev, one of Vladimir Putin's top envoys and the head of Russia's sovereign wealth fund. His message to Europe? Don't provoke your daddy. Yes, that daddy. Dmitriev was mocking NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte's recent comment referring to Donald Trump as daddy, and he used it to deliver a blunt geopolitical threat.
They're not going to be fighting each other. They've had it. They've had a big fight, like two kids in a schoolyard. You know, they fight like hell. You can't stop them. Let them fight for about 2-3 minutes, then it's easy to stop them.
And then Daddy has to sometimes use strong language to
You have to use strong language. Every once in a while you have to use a certain word.
After Trump announced new tariffs on European countries over Greenland, Dmitriev posted that the US would slap 10% tariffs on countries like the UK, Denmark, France, Germany, Finland, the Netherlands, and Norway, calling Europe's actions a dangerous game. Then came the punchline. According to Dmitriev, the tariffs amount to about 1% per soldier sent to Greenland. The message couldn't be clearer. Pull your troops out or pay the price. Trump confirmed the tariffs will begin February 1st, rising to 25% by June, and said they will remain in place until a deal is reached for what he called the complete and total purchase of Greenland. That declaration sent shockwaves across Europe. The European Union immediately paused negotiations on a proposed EU-US trade deal. A truce signed just months ago meant to calm tariff tensions. Now that agreement is unraveling. European leaders insist the troop deployments were defensive, prompted by Trump's own warnings about increased Russian and Chinese activity in the Arctic, not a provocation against Washington. But Trump sees it differently, and now Russia is piling on. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen warned the tariffs could trigger a dangerous downward spiral in transatlantic relations. She stressed that Europe will stand by Denmark and Greenland, calling sovereignty and territorial integrity non-negotiable. So here's where things stand. Trump is escalating pressure to force control over Greenland. Europe is pushing back politically and militarily. And Russia? Russia is fanning the flames, mocking NATO, and siding with Trump, at least rhetorically, to fracture Western unity. The Arctic is heating up fast. And what started as a trade dispute is now looking like a geopolitical showdown over territory, power, and who really calls the shots.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.